Suddenly, as though by magic, a mysterious force drew her out of the water, and she felt herself lifted high into the sky. The clouds were tinged with pink, and the little mermaid heard a whisper through the tinkling of bells. Sirenetta! Sirenetta! Imagine warm waters that run from the deepest blue to crystal clear, palm-lined beaches with sugar-white sand. Imagine sunrises that warm you down to your bones, the most romantic of sunsets. Come fly cruising with Royal Caribbean. We have 4 ships that sail from Miami south to the Caribbean islands. Nowhere in the world is quite as enchanting. And she would complain about how she and Gary never did it anymore. She said they were up all night, they were both exhausted, the kids just took every sexual impulse out of them. And Joe and I used to talk about it, and we'd say we were so lucky to have this wonderful relationship. We can have sex on the kitchen floor and not worry about the kids walking in. We can fly off to Rome on a moment's notice. And then one day, I was taking Alice's little girl for the afternoon, and we were in the cab playing I Spy. And she looked out the window and she saw this man and this woman and these 2 little kids. I spy a family. And I started to cry. And I went home and I said, "The thing is, Joe, we never do fly off to Rome on a moment's notice. And that kitchen floor, not once. It's this very cold, hard Mexican ceramic tile." Anyway, we talked about it for a long time, and I said, "This is what I want." And he said, "Well, I don't." And I said, "Well, I guess it's over." And he left. And the thing is, I feel fine. I am over him. I mean, really am over him. The shepherd told her of the Andalusian countryside. It was a pleasant change from talking to his sheep. "How did you learn to read?" the girl asked at one point. "Like everybody learns," he said. "In school." "Well, if you know how to read, why are you just a shepherd?" The boy mumbled an answer that allowed him to avoid responding to her question. He was sure the girl would never understand. He went on telling stories about his travels, and her bright Moorish eyes went wide with fear and surprise. As the time passed, the boy found himself wishing that the day would never end, that her father would stay busy and keep him waiting for 3 days. He recognized that he was feeling something he had never experienced before, the desire to live in one place forever. With the girl with the raven hair, his days would never be the same again. This is a Siamese crocodile. Crocodiles are the top predators of tropical rivers and lakes, but they are under threat from the fashion trade. It's a big business, but it wasn't always like this. The ancient temples of Angkor Wat show crocodiles as part of the culture, and even now, the rural people understand that these predators are vital to the balance of life in their rivers. In the remote Cardamom Mountains, local wardens and scientists worked together to save a species. The persecution wiped out all but the most secretive individuals. So seeing a crocodile now is very difficult. They can stay submerged for hours. Every nest they find is a true treasure, with over 20 eggs that could be vital to the future. When the task is to keep an animal from the edge of extinction, it's vital to involve the local people. And you can support the work of projects like this with a donation to the BBC Wildlife Fund, helping people as well as the crocodiles. He was my north, my south, my east and my west, my working week and my Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. We all know that cold weather, icy winds, and central heating can leave skin with dry patches. So can we stop winter making our skin look older than it should? Clinical tests on this intensive cream from Olay prove you can. Its 3-stage time-releasing formula gives rapid relief, continually moisturizes, and protect skin from the elements all day long. And the name? Intensive Cream from Olay. We can prove you can look younger.